What's going on, guys? Welcome back. My name is Aaron Lambert, and this is Lambert's Moneymaker, where we talk about real estate and everything related to real estate. Today, I'm going to be breaking down some properties that are currently they're currently Airbnb, and we're going to be doing some underwriting on PadSplit. So, go ahead and share that with you. First property these are in San Antonio. Currently they're Airbnb. Don't really know about the San Antonio market and how it fares with Airbnb, but we are going to be looking at the PadSplit aspect of it. And we're going to be using this great calculator that my buddy Michael Manatsikanian has supplied. This place is small, so PadSplit probably won't go, but we can underwrite and see what it is, the potential we can make, depending on the size. It is 1,400 square feet. Let's see if they have a garage. This could be a room, if it's not already. Probably not. No garage. It doesn't look like they have a garage. So, single family. Let's check. I like to check Privy because Privy will tell me if it has a garage or not. And the noise you hear in the background is they're literally building a townhome probably 10 foot from my window. So that's all the awesome banging and clashing you hear in the background. 2 cars. Doesn't look like it has a garage. What is this in the back? It's got solar. Is that solar? I'm not sure what this is in the back, but definitely need to find out because that could potentially be some more rooms. So let's go over here. We're gonna get, now if you don't have a PadSplit account, I highly recommend you going to get one because as a host, set it up as a host. Doesn't cost you anything, and you're able to come in here and do some underwriting. You're able to get access to this, which will tell you what's what. So right now they have 19 active in this particular zip code. They're averaging 178 for a shared and 203 for a private. Wow, that's horrible. This is good. 11 days to 80% booking, 8 days of first booking. That's not the greatest. Let's see what San Antonio as a whole is doing. San Antonio as a whole is, wow, that's horrible. 301 active units with 58. That's almost half of them are empty. That's crazy. If that's, this is good because it's not too far from downtown. So this like inner loop area is where you would want to be, I would say, in any metro. So we're going to use these numbers 203 because it's 2 bed, 2 bath. So 2 bed, we are going to add 1 room. Now we'll have 1 room at, these are going to be 203 and then 178. This is going to be 2 and 1. So our monthly income on this thing is going to be $25.31. Now, these properties, I don't have the underwriting on what they're currently paying. A friend of mine, she is currently the owner of these, and she wants to convert them. So I don't have the financials or what she's making. So this is not going to be a super deep underwriting, but we will be able to see how to underwrite PadSplit and what your potential is. So we have one room, which we're only going to be putting up one wall. That one wall should not cost us more than $5,000. I mean, if we go back to the pictures, we're looking at this room right here, putting a wall and a door. I mean, probably $3,000 at the most. If they charging more than $3,000, they're ripping you off. All right, so we're gonna make $2,500 a month. Now, again, I don't know what this property is worth. Let's go see what it's worth. Here, she paid $313. Is there a mortgage? Mortgage. It's a $235,000 mortgage at 6.95. Ouch. Okay, so we could use those numbers. Traditional purchase. Let's call it 313. Oops. She has a mortgage of $235, so that's about right. 235. Yeah, this. We'll use this. This looks good. And she's got a 6.95. Of course, that might be a little different. And let's go see what she's paying on taxes and insurance. Sometimes it shows it on here, sometimes it doesn't. If it's listed, it usually will show you the tax and insurance on here. We can go on 2024 taxes, 6728. And her insurance, I would go ahead and just put it at $3,000. It's a small place, it's probably cheaper than that. HOA, there is no HOA. So right now her PITI is roughly $2,000, $2,300. So let's go over here to our PadSplit and see if we have a deal. Well, I could off the rip tell you that there's no deal. Additional insurance cost, we already accounted for that. Water, sewer, small place, 200. Gas, again, small place. I'm going to drop this down 400, even though it's probably less than that. Garbage, internet, landscaping. Let's see, does it have landscaping? Let's see what the outside looks like. Yes. So we do need landscaping, house cleaning, and supplies. PadSplit fee, 12%. Other property management fee, 10%. Unless you're managing it yourself, you're going to pay another property manager. Vacancies and maintenance. We're at no deal. We're at negative $1,500 a month, $1,600 a month. So let's see if this was to have. Can't see what's back there. It looks like there is a structure back there. So there's a possibility of putting more rooms here, but we won't know that until I talk to the owner. Bathrooms are really nice size. I mean, this size bathroom, you can almost turn into two. This living room, you could definitely put a room in there. So let's go to 4, 2. Actually, my numbers are off because they're all going to be shared. 4, 0. here. Let me see that room. Yeah, here's another one. Just one wall with a door. Don't mind this. Furnishings, 4 bedrooms. So we're looking at $3,000 a month, still negative. So what would make this a deal is you would need a higher 178. Even that doesn't make sense. Oh, that's what I have. Okay. Let's see how many rooms it would take to get us to where we need. Even with 6 rooms, we're still in the negative. So 8, 6. Wow. Even with 8 rooms, still in the negative, and that's to do with your mortgage. If this is truly 6.95%, then we will have a really high mortgage. We won't really be able to do anything. So let's check the other one. Oh, good. Bigger house, 2-car garage. So we already know we could have 6 bedrooms here. Let me pull it up here. See what we got as it pertains to mortgage. Dang. Oh man, I feel bad for this lady. God. Let's go double check with PropWire and see. Sometimes Privy has information that's not really accurate. PropWire I found to be a little more accurate than PropStream. PropStream, I love PropStream. Sometimes I feel like it's a little dated. So this place has no equity. No equity. Tax information. Where is, oh, let me log in. You got an account, you can see the mortgage info. So loan amount, 333, 6.66. Let's use that. I think that's a little more accurate. All right. Oops. This one up here, it is a 4.3, right? 4.3, 2,000 square foot. And she bought it for let's call it 350. This doesn't tell us, but we'll call it 350. Oh, maybe this will tell us. This doesn't have the info either. Yeah, 350. So 350. She didn't put that much down. go. 333, 6.66. 2136. That's close enough. I mean, you usually want to be right on the number. You don't want to be too far off. 36 and 45. They're like 15, 10 bucks off. So let's go 4.98. 4.96. Oh. All right. We're like 50 cents off. Perfect. 241. What is taxes? What should pay for taxes? 46.70. Now let's go ahead and just check out the insurance since we have this. So by location, we are in Texas, research, San Antonio. Say 2600. What is the zip code? Zip code is 78253. 78253. 78252. What the heck? Why isn't this? Oh, it's from least. Okay. 28. So 2,900 bucks for. Go ahead and add that 100 back over here. All right, so we're going to be adding, let's look at the pictures. No pictures. No pictures. It's 2,000 square feet. So we could add 2 here, and I know we could add 2 on the inside, so let's do 8. So we're going to add 4. Now, let's try to get a little more specific. What are we looking at here? PadSplit. 253. Oh. So whenever we have this, we need to go on the outlayers and do a little bit of research there. So we are 187 on that side, and we are 205 on this side. So here we could just split the difference, 175. So apparently this is a nicer area or a more desirable area because people are paying more. So I'm going to have to go with the lower of the 3. Or we can go in the middle. We'll go with the 187 because we don't know exactly what's going on over here because there's no data. So 187 for a shared. 8 beds shared. and we still don't have a deal. We are positive. We still don't have a deal. So let's say if you're managing yourself, then you have a deal. You're making $1,000 a month. This is going to be an 8-bed, 3-bath. Vacancies might be a little higher. Let's see. Vacancies, average occupancy. Okay, you can't go over that. 88. So I'm going to do 10. What are we here? 60-ish. It's not, this is not generating enough income. You would need to maybe add some bass. So this one would be an X-nay on the PadSplit. So let's go on to the third one. Oops. And the reason is because the mortgage again. We can't fix the mortgage unless we pay it off with a cheaper loan. So anytime you have a scenario where you're taking over a mortgage, you're stuck with whatever it is, unless you come in with a DSCR if there's enough equity that you're buying into. And then even then, right now DSCR rates aren't that great, so that's probably a no-go as well. Let's see here. Sold for $279. Wow, they just bought this thing. $1,400 square feet. Three-bed, 2-bath with a 2-car garage. Does it have an HOA? Don't know. Probably. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. All right. So let's look at. She bought it for $279. Let's see how much she put down. So there's a couple loans on this property. $35,000 must be Jack Strategic Solutions, standalone first. Seller take back. Oh, so this is a seller finance. So she's taken over these two. So what is, we need to go over and see what that is. What is going on here? All right, so we have 260 plus 15,000 plus 35,000 equals, that's 310. So 310, we don't know what's left. I'm just gonna leave it there. 666 seems to be the, you can go with the 663. I don't know. I'll go with the higher. And taxes, 4691. Let's keep that there. So this is currently a 3-bed, 2-bath. So the best you could do here is the 2-car garage. So you could do a 4 I would say 5-bed. You might want to add another bathroom. 5-bed. No, we're not going to do it. That's 2-bed. 2-bed added. So, yeah. Go bump this up a little bit. What are we looking at in this zip code? So we are, let's see what our rates are in this zip code, 78109. Oops. 78109 over here. $187, $260 for a private. That's not bad. But your occupancy is crap. Man, San Antonio is just not the spot. $187, which is where we're at. No deal. Last one. Let's see what's going on with this bad boy. Come on. All right. $248. Man, this person just went ham buying all kinds of stuff. Eye to the market. Okay, so if it worked for whatever she was doing with plus. All right. So we are at 186 mortgage. I don't know what they put down. Let's see. Bought it for, she bought this for 248. Put a lot down on this one, I guess. Mortgage is 180. Well, let's go over here. Let's go over here and check it out. Make sure 181. So 183 and 663 is her mortgage. There we go. And 6.63. This gives us our mortgage. What do we have on taxes? $49.21. All pretty similar. We'll leave that. So what are we working with on this property? 3-bed, 2-bath, 2-car garage. So let's say a 5.2. We already know that this is not going to work. We just need to double check zip code 78220. PadSplit 78220. Here we go. I like these because they're spread out, so you're not stuck in one bad area. 169. Well, this one's not pulling in a lot. All right, 169. So we're at a negative 141. That's not too bad. So if we were to add, if we could add 4 bedrooms, that'd be a 7.2. I think you could cash flow. No, well, you cash flow a little bit, but not much. And I forgot to put this back. So, well, hopefully this has been helpful, guys. This is how I underwrite my PadSplit potential. Now we were just going solely on what we can make with PadSplit. Now I don't have the numbers for the mortgage breakdown outside of what we pulled, and I don't know what really their true costs were and or how much they have to convert. So, but we do know that just strictly PadSplit, this is not a good play. If we were to do something more creative, like some type of co-living, as you could see over here, they're talking about a woman sober home. This will probably be good. Perfect for men sober home. So anything outside of PadSplit where the gross rev is a lot more would definitely be better. And I think, this is a better model anyways for these type of, especially the smaller ones, because you can't, it's tough to shove a bunch of people in a small property. Even though you might be able to do it, it's still tough to do it. So anyways, guys, hopefully this was helpful for any of you that are watching. You could hit me up, DM me. My socials are in the description below. Hit me up. Let me know if you need any help with any of your projects, and or we can work together. I'm currently purchasing properties in all the major metros for co-living and continually looking for partners to join me. So peace.